Hey lovelies, and welcome in my kitchen. With the summer solstice fast approaching, which this year, 2020, we will be celebrating on the 20th of June, I thought it was high time to create a sweet, festive and truly magical treat that will do this joyful, sunny, longest day of the year justice. We will be baking an extravagant looking but in fact very easy, creamy and light lemon elderflower tart. This recipe can even be converted into a no-bake cake recipe, which I will explain later on. First, I would like to explain why I'm using some of the ingredients in the special Litha cake and how they magically correspond to the summer solstice. Lemons are by some strongly associated with the moon and for some hold powerful solar energy, making them the perfect ingredient for the day where we celebrate the change of darkness and light. In addition, lemon is associated with divine powers and sun magic rituals and spells. For me personally, it is the ultimate summer fruit, standing just like its bright yellow color for joy, happiness and fulfillment. Lemon juice is purifying and cleansing and can be used to that capacity in rituals, making it ideal as a prepper in spells for new beginnings or to banish bad habits. Lemon flowers are used in love spells and the zest can be added to baked goods prepared with loving intent for romance, love and friendship. Lemon can also be used to turn away harmful spells, banish sorrow or the evil eye. It overall supports positive and uplifting energy. We will also be using elderflower cordial, made from the blossoms of the elder tree. During Litha, it is said that the veils between the worlds are very thin and that we might catch a glance of the fairy realm. The elder tree is largely associated with the fae folk, and you might want to venture out and sit by one when the longest day turns to night. Elderflower is also used to stimulate joy and aid recovery for yourself or others. The flower and leaf can be utilized in spell working for protection, prosperity and to encourage good health. Its flowers can encourage psychic and mystical dreams. We start by mixing the eggs, sugar and salt in a big bowl, whipping them until they are slightly foamy. I listed the ingredients needed in the description box below. If you would like to make this cake without using an oven, you can substitute the dough for a store-bought lemon or vanilla sponge cake, or make an easy no-bake cracker crust, crunching graham crackers with sugar and melted butter and putting it into a cake pan. The measurements for this are also listed below. Then we want to sift in flour, baking powder and cornstarch. As always, with the flour sifted in, you will have a lighter, fluffier texture in the cake. We then mix it all in until it comes together in a nice homogeneous batter. We then want to grab an organic lemon and rasp the zest of the entire lemon into it. If you prefer you can't find an untreated lemon, you can also substitute this with lemon aroma or store-bought lemon zest. Then we want to add in the melted but mostly cooled down butter. Once again, we mix it all together until we have this yummy, creamy consistency. Take a cake pan and either line it with parchment paper or coat it with a fine layer of oil. Then we can spoon the batter in. This cake bottom now goes in the oven at around 180 degrees Celsius, which is 340 degrees Fahrenheit, for about 30 minutes, depending on your oven. Just watch it closely and do the toothpick test until the toothpick comes out clean. And now for our magical midsummer filling. We mix yogurt, I took regular one, but if you take Greek one, the cake will be even creamier and fattier with the elderflower cordial. Next spring, I will be sharing my recipe for this with you. And then we add the juice of 1 lemon. If you'd like to taste more floral scent of the elderflower, you might only add half a lemon to keep the taste a bit more subtle. And then we mix it really well to blend everything together. Now we want to get our gelatine sheets out, and I know that some of you might not have worked with that yet, but honestly, it is really easy once you've done it and know how to do it. Then you can make delicious light cakes and dessert creams. You can also substitute with gelatin powder or agar-agar, it really doesn't matter. We will fill a pot with cold water and really make sure it is cold, otherwise the gelatin will dissolve. And put sheets in one for one. I spread them out, but you can also just put them on top of each other as long as you put them in sheet for sheet and have a little bit of water in between. Now we let that sit for 5 to 7 minutes until the gelatin has become all glibbery and soft. We fish the sheets out and put them in a bowl. In order to completely dissolve them, we now want to place them in a pan and carefully warm them, but not too hot. The ideal temperature is reached when you can still with ease touch the bottom of the pan with your finger without it feeling too hot. You can stir until the sheets have dissolved. Now we want to add some spoons of the yogurt mixture to it so it cools off to the same temperature as our cream, which is extremely important for it to work. And then once it has cooled down, we mix it all together. Now we have to whip some heavy cream with 4 teaspoons of cream stiffener. Whip it real good until it's nice and stiff. And now we can combine both the mixtures to one. Don't worry if it seems very liquidy at the moment. That is totally normal and it will eventually become thick and stable and set in the fridge. Now, if you want to add some fancy pants decoration to your festive tart, you can cut up 2 lemons in very thin slices. Make sure they're all organic and untreated though, you don't want all those pesticides on your food. And once the cake base has cooled off, we can line the inside of the cake pan with the slices. You could also use half of them and have them look like tiny rising suns all over your cake. Also very fitting for the sunfest that Litha or Midsummer is. Once all the lemons are lined up, we now pour the cream on the cake. And now it has to sit in the fridge for at least 4 hours, better overnight to stiffen up. And there we have it, our beautiful summer tart. Doesn't the sheer sight of it already make your soul happy and your mouth water? The taste of it is very fresh and light due to the lemon, and it has a delicate floral note of the elderflower in it. I can only recommend this as one of my favorite midsummer treats. I hope you enjoy and have a beautiful Litha celebration. On Saturday, I will show you 2 powerful summer solstice spells for personal development, as the Sunfest is perfect time for some fire magic, new beginnings and positive energies. I wish you a great week. See you soon!